Welcome back, everyone, to Barber News. Today I'm joined by co-host, not Chris Bossio. Thanks for coming on today, Christopher.
It's a real pleasure. I'm happy you asked me back on. I hope I can redeem myself and allow the audience to understand my plans on how to accumulate money from barbers.
Have you ever heard the saying, speak when spoken to? I think you should act on that today.
Okay, Toad, I will. Thanks for being so supportive, but don't forget I am a genius, okay? Don't forget that. Every one of my friends calls me a genius.
Sure. Is setting up a barber expo the latest scam? Are barbers now trying to find better ways to gather money from not-so-popular barbers? Is this the new trend? I feel this is going to spiral out of control, and I can see it happening regularly now. Each week I see a different convention on. Aren't barbers getting bored of seeing Apple the Barber and broke majors stand on stage and tell people how to live their dreams? I mean, it's like playing the same song over and over again. What's your take on it, Chris?
Let me tell you about the real hustle behind barber exhibitions. It's not about showcasing skills or networking for the craft. No. The real money is in selling online classes to barbers who are convinced they're one e-course away from becoming millionaire entrepreneurs. Here's how it works. You show up at these events looking like a success story, dress the part, drop some flashy buzzwords about scaling your brand or seven-figure barber strategies, and suddenly you're the expert. Barbers eat this up. Why? Because most of them dream of being more than just a barber. They want to be the barber mogul. And that's where you come in with the perfect pitch, an online course that promises to turn them into exactly that. Now, is the course worth the price? Of course not, but that doesn't matter. It's all about the sizzle, not the steak. Learn my secrets to making six figures cutting hair, you say, conveniently leaving out the part where most of your money comes from selling this nonsense. If they ask tough questions, smile and pivot to some vague motivational garbage like, it's not just about cutting, it's about creating an empire. And the genius part? Barbers trust people who look like them, talk like them, and know how to work the crowd. You get a few selfies with the big names in the industry, post them online, and suddenly you're a certified guru. Then you wait for the drinks to flow. Beer and ambition are the perfect mix for reckless spending. A barber with a buzz will max out their credit card if you promise them they'll be booked and busy by next quarter. Majors and Apple the Girl Barber, they're absolute pros at this. They've mastered the art of hyping these courses as if they hold the keys to barber heaven. And honestly, I respect it. The scam is almost too easy. Sure, eventually people might catch on, but until then, it's open season. Milk the dreamers while the dream is alive. So yeah, barber exhibitions aren't about the craft. They're about the con. Get in, get your money, and get out before the bubble bursts. Respect the hustle.
Jesus Christ, you're extremely passionate about this scamming online course stuff. I mean, I thought you were going to say, yeah, they cool and move on. I wasn't expecting a presidential speech. You sure know how to milk it. But when that runs out, what will you do then? Actually, don't answer that. Are you actually friends with any of the barbers? And I have a couple of more questions for you, but let's start slow, Chris.
Let me set the record straight. No, barbers aren't friends. What you see isn't camaraderie, it's strategy. When one barber invites another popular barber to an event, it's not out of kindness, it's simple math. More big names mean more people show up, and once the room is packed, oh baby, it's chaos. It's like a no-holds-barred cage match, but instead of punches, we're throwing sales pitches. The goal? Be the fastest to unload as much crap as you can. My method? Flawless. I sell online classes, so I don't have to lug around a single thing. No bags, no stock, just my mouth and a pitch sharp enough to shave with. I walk in, gather a group, hit them with the millionaire barber dream, and boom, sign-ups. Easy money. But then you got people like Apple. She's hustling hard too, but she's pushing keychains, barber hats, and whatever cheap stuff fits in a duffel bag. And let me tell you, it's wild watching her work. She'll sell you a hat and make it sound like wearing it will triple your bookings. Respect the hustle, but come on. And the smaller names? They're out here selling t-shirts like it's a flea market. It's hilarious. Everyone's scrambling for a slice of the pie, but they're not ready for Majors. That guy's the king of the con. Majors doesn't just play the game, he owns it. He's so cheap, I swear he'd charge himself an entry fee just to make a few extra bucks. I once saw him pitch a VIP experience to a guy who was already standing at his booth. Absolute legend. So no, barbers aren't friends. These events aren't about community, they're about cash. It's every hustler for themselves, and the only rule is to make sure you leave with heavier pockets than you came with. And honestly, I wouldn't have it any other way.
Well, I believe you fully. But as we slowly move off the topic, I want you to check out this short clip using the TPOB products. Run the clip.
Oh, crying. I'm really just a dickhead, I'm really just a dickhead. Don't act like you don't know me. This scam deserve a trophy. Baby, they know me straight. Do the most crying in history. Power potent, go show up. The scammer clippers blow up. It's Bossio crying. Bossio crying. Bossio crying. Bossio crying. Bossio crying. Bossio crying. Bossio crying.
Wow! I must say, them products look so fire. Where can I buy these?
You can find a huge selection of these products on tpobusa.com and the pissedoffbarber.com.
You know, I tried to make a clipper brand before, and I failed at it badly. I thought it was easy, but the more I looked into it, the harder it was. I actually used the Play Clippers, I have to say. I can see how it's the fastest growing clipper brand in the world. I just love how TPOB provides the best quality for the best prices.
Hey, you're starting to get the hang of this show now. Don't get too good at it, or you might take my job.
No, Toad, listen, I'm all about online scams now. That's my thing, and I've actually got it working great. I've got a few projects going on solo, and they're coming along nicely. But Doc, oh man, he won't leave me alone. He keeps begging me to team up again, but I've told him a million times, I'm done, I've moved on. I don't need his useless skeleton brain weighing me down. He still hasn't gotten over our old business. He took it really hard when it failed, like he didn't see it coming. I mean, come on, we were selling clipper batteries. That's it, just batteries. Did he really think barbers would keep buying that junk forever? They didn't even do anything special. All we had going for us was a flashy sticker on the side. And now, of course, he blames me for it failing. What's worse is he's got this weird grudge against all the new barber tech. He absolutely hates it because the batteries they use now are actually good, like they last forever. It's completely killed our market. And I'm sitting here thinking, Doc, our batteries didn't even work. They were literally just overpriced trash. But nope, he's still convinced we had the next big thing. Yeah, sure, Doc, if the next big thing was glorified buttons with stickers on them.
Was I cool with Chris now? I wasn't sure. Was Chris my friend? I mean, he was telling me the truth, and honestly, I couldn't say one bad word about what he said. Well, except for the part where he openly admits to scamming people. That's pretty bad. But even then, his honesty about it, like the guy doesn't hide a thing, was kind of refreshing in a weird way. So I found myself asking, should I give Chris a second chance? Was I wrong to judge him before? Maybe I didn't really get him, you know? Sure, scamming's not exactly great, but at least Chris owns it. Most people wouldn't even do that.
Hey, I'm right here, you know. I can hear everything you just said.
Oh, sorry! I was thinking out loud. Well, that's all we got time for today. If you liked today's episode, please hit the like and subscribe. And use code TOADLIQUOR for a huge discount on tpobusa.com. I'm out. Peace.
Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Peace.